Yeah. I'd be smoking that demonic green. Giratina, bitch. Send your ass to the distortion realm. My shit's so loud you need soundproof to hang. When we chillin', I call it a rollout the way the rolls keep getting bigger. Even the ash is the best. Catch 'em all, bitch. It'll leave you on your ass like a slow start. My shit's so purple, it's killing kids at the pizza parlor. My bitch so bad, I call her Nightmare Chica. I'm so fly, she call me Foxy. More gold on my neck than a Nightmare Fredbear. Than a golden Fredbear. Don't step to me. I'll find you at your job. Call that FNAF 1. I already got you at your last gig. Call that FNAF 2. And make your ass look decrepit, call that FNAF 3. Nowhere's safe for you. I'll even pull up to your home, call that FNAF 4. And when I'm done, I'll swing by your sister's location and bring her to my spring trap house.
Yo, apply for Cypher. Apply for the Cypher. Apply for the Cypher.
Dude, I had to look up the plots of each FNAF game to get that.
Pulling up at your sister's location's crazy.
Literally, all right, don't step to me or I'll find you at your job. Call that FNAF 1. Already knocked you out your last gig. Call that FNAF 2 because it's a prequel. Make your ass look decrepit. Call that FNAF 3. Nowhere's safe for you. I'll pull up to your home. Call that FNAF 4. And when I'm done, I'll swing by your sister's location and bring her to my spring trap house.
Holy shit, dude.
Marcos pull up to your sister and that shit go.
What?
Just immediate switch up to the FNAF lore instead of Pokemon.
That was beautiful.
Art. It did break our ankles. I was expecting Pokemon.
It was art.
I got FNAF'd.
It's art.
Wow.
You're kind of going ham with the Giratina line, and then I was like, huh?
I was expecting, like, way worse, but that was really good, actually.
you have to get a motif going. When I got that rhythm listing off the FNAF titles, that's what got you like. You're like, okay, and then I hit you with the bazinga when I said I'll
across it.
Oh my god!
Welcome to the Route 1.
Welcome to the Route 1 podcast.
Whoa,
young Sheldon.
Hey, bro.
Welcome.
How you doing, bro?
Welcome to the Freddy Fazbear Pizzeria podcast.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Hey, did you guys know they're actually starting production for the FNAF movie after like 6 years? But
I could write a very good trailer for it.
You should. I think you should. I think that they should hire you.
It's just that rap.
It's not a rap. It's not a rap. It's just boasting. My bitch so bad I call her my Nightmare Chica. I'm so fly she call me Foxy.
Okay, they put that art over the top of the trailer, but it's just
exactly
saying it in like
it's the AI voice Joe Biden, but he's like saying this.
Holy shit, dude.
Well,
we've been gone for 2 weeks. What do we have to talk about?
Everything.
That, apparently. That's what we want to talk about. So,
you want to talk about the regional. How's the regional?
Oh, you went to Orlando.
Oh, yeah, we're talking about me.
Why are you
I did bad. I did so bad, bro.
No. I was kind of worried when you didn't post your record, but I didn't
No, I was posting my record the whole time. I was updating. Each round.
Oh, it was on Twitter. Oh.
Yeah, where else would I post it?
I don't know. Like
to your friends, Marco.
Just upload like YouTube.
No, I messaged you in this server, like, what was the record, by the way? And you didn't respond, so I was like, ooh, it must have been bad.
Well, I mean,
so I didn't
to be
honest,
I got a lot of DMs that weekend asking me where I was, so I didn't see a lot of them. I just started being like, okay, if I find people, I find people.
So, yeah, no, that's valid.
But yeah, no, it was mostly just that, like, I totally should have brought... I had two versions of the team. I had the Slitherwing team that I had been practicing with, but was, like, negative into a lot of matchups, and I basically just had a matchup fish, but it was the only team I had practice with. And the other version was Garganical, which I had no practice with, but immediately after I dropped the tournament, I just hopped on Showdown, and I, like, didn't drop a game for, like, the rest of the day online.
Yeah, I hate it when that happens.
I was like, yeah, Garg would have been the play.
On one hand, it's like... damn, I feel accomplished by knowing what the right play was instead of just feeling lost. But also, man, it's like regret. Like
it's all 100% regret because I was like, do I want to do bad with Slitherwing or good with Garganical? And I was like, I can do good with Slitherwing. No, but I still had fun.
That's good. That's good. You see any cool people?
Yeah. So I have some updates. So I some people that I met, right? Because this was a big tournament for me. Most of my subscribers subscribed after COVID.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the vast majority of my subs are. So last time I went to a tournament was Collinsville, and I think I said hi to like maybe 8 people who like recognized me. And apparently there were more at that time. They just didn't say hi because you know, it's VGC, small community, but it's grown a lot since then. So at this tournament, it was basically no one knew what I looked like because I had a mask on. But what would happen is I would sit down at my table and I would go, hi, and then they would go, I knew it was you, because my name's on the sheet. But you know, they're like, is he Marcos Perez? And then like, we weren't sure. And then they heard my voice, and then it was the guy across me went, I knew it was you. And then the guy next to him would go, oh yeah, that's him. And that was funny. So that happened. I played like 6 rounds before dropping, so that happened 6 rounds in a row, and it was really funny. And there was one dude the entire time. Well, 2 actually. One dude after like 4 rounds actually stops me as I'm submitting my my team slip or my match slip, and he goes, "Hey, I've been subscribed to your channel for a while," and he like recognized me despite me not like saying anything, which is really funny. Dude, there were 2 dudes who did that the whole time, and that was fun. A lot of people I got to meet. Also got to meet some other YouTubers. I ran into Nino Pokebros, and he was actually the first person I saw, and you recognize him immediately because he's wearing the suit, right?
The Pokemon suit, yeah.
I knew he wore that. He wore that at San Diego as well.
He wears it at every
and I was
regional.
like, he's...
Yeah, he wore it at Milwaukee, he wore it at...
Yeah.
No, actually, he did not wear it at Indiana, or Indianapolis.
So
the one that I went to last year.
Still good.
He looked like Giovanni. He had the Team Rocket.
Yo.
I was like, that's hard.
Yeah, so I ran into him first, and I went, hey, dude. And he didn't recognize me, and he just kind of kept walking. I was like, oh, okay, I'll find him later. And then it's impossible to miss the Pokesports guys, because they had a whole posse. It was them and all of their Discord moderators, which I thought was hilarious, because they were all wearing Pokesports jerseys and walking in a group of 5 or 6. To which, when I see this, I thought there were 2 Pokesports guys. So immediately I walk up to Kevin and I go, hey. And he goes, hey. And I go, it's Marcos. And he goes, oh. And then he like started talking to me.
That exact same thing happened to me, where like I saw someone who I had talked to online a bunch, and I ran up and was like, oh my god, hi. And they looked at me like, I'm sorry, I do not know who you are. I was like, it's Ashley. And they're like, oh, I know you. It is a really funny experience, like meeting so many people and then going out and being like, this is what I look like.
Yeah.
You know what I sound like.
Yeah.
Like, it always happens in the reverse for me. Some people will come up to me that like engage with me on Twitter or something like that, and they'll be like, hey, so nice to meet you. And I'm just like, I don't know who you are, and I'm not famous enough to be like known. Who are you?
I'm your stalker. No, but yeah, so I met those guys. Who did I meet next? I think the next person I got to meet was actually Drewby, who is rebranded Nips, who is rebranded Mr. Talent, or actually Mr. Talent came after Nips, who is he did a lot of collaborations with Shady Penguin in the past, because they're actual like friends. So like I think they like grew up together or something.
That's hype.
But I actually found him separately from Shady, and then found out they collabed afterwards, like in 2017, I think. And I just subscribed to him. Like, he was one of my favorite content creators in 2017 because he was doing a lot of content then for VGC. So recently he returned to VGC, to which I extended an invitation to the content creation Discord. And I said, hey, hop in. We do Showdown Lives and we just like record stuff. So he's in there now. We haven't gotten to record with him yet, but he did actually want to meet at Orlando. So I found him and I say, hi, it's Marcos. And he goes, yeah, Moxie Boosted, or, well, actually doesn't say my username. Because a different person said my username to me, which was fucking insane. So I say, hi, my name's Marcos. And he goes, oh yeah, I know you, dude. It's nice to finally meet you. He shakes my hand and stuff. We like greet each other. We talk about like our tournament run. And then the guy to his right is actually Shady Penguin, who I didn't immediately recognize. And then I go, oh, I need to say hi to this guy. So I go, hey. And he goes, you're Moxie Boosted. And I go, oh, because this is the dude who introduced me to the concept of competitive Pokemon. And he recognized me before I said a thing, basically.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
And I'm like, oh, like, have you ever seen my videos? And he says, I've only seen like all your videos. And I start, I take psychic damage, bro. Like, I'm like, I'm about to like fall off, like fall like just off my feet, just on my ass. Because this is the dude who literally, it was 11 p.m. December 14th, 2014. I'm laying in my bed and I'm looking up because I have insomnia and I can't sleep. Different competitive games, to which I look up competitive Bakugan on my phone. And then I look up competitive Beyblade.
Dork timeline Marco.
And then after finding those, I go, what about Pokemon? And then I Google competitive Pokemon. Open up a YouTube video. It's Shady Penguin. And that's how it starts. And so on. And that's basically like, yeah, like literally I just randomly found him off of Google search. And that's when I got into competitive Pokemon. So this dude knows me, and that freaks me the hell out. So I'm like, oh, okay, like it's really nice just going full circle with that the dude that I used to watches me now.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So cool.
Yeah. So that happened. And then the next person that I met was actually Wolfie, who I had met in 2018 before I was well known. I had like 1,000 subscribers. I met him at Dallas. I didn't tell him I didn't mention I had a YouTube channel. I just said, hey, I'm a big fan, took a picture, went on my way, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This time, I walk up to him, and he's in line getting ready to turn in his match slip. I know that it's a good time to talk to him, because he's turning in the match slip. That's a good indicator. If someone's turning in a match slip, it usually means they won and they're ready to talk. So he's talking to a fan in front of him. You know, this guy's like chatting his ear off, and then he finishes up, and he turns around and faces forward to, continue waiting in line. So I take this opportunity to walk up to Wolfie, and I go, hi, Wolfie. My name's Marcos, because I wanted to introduce myself to him after like all these years, because he probably like doesn't remember me.
Yeah.
So upon saying that, the dude in front of him, who was just talking to Wolfie, goes very loudly. By the way, it was a little awkward. Are you Moxie Boosted? And I go, yeah. And he goes, that's crazy. I'm meeting both of you at the same time. And then I go, yeah, dude. Like, thanks for watching the channel. And I go like, hey, Wolfie, like I, you're a big reason I actually got into competitive Pokemon, at least VGC side. So I just wanted to like, say like, it's nice meeting you again. Cause I don't think I've talked to you since like Dallas 2018. And that was before I like grew my YouTube channel, to which he says, yeah, dude, your channel's really blowing up. Like, that's awesome for you. And I was like, oh, and it was very cordial. And I got to talk to him again after he won the tournament. Me and Joe were just like chatting with him.
Yeah, I need to watch the battles, by the way. I've seen results, but I need to watch games.
It was a great tournament. Like, we literally sat in the living room of the Airbnb and talked and just watched.
I will ask later for, like, good sets to watch over, but continue the story. Continue.
So, and then I basically go on my merry way after that one, and I was like, that's nice. I finally got to, like, talk to Wolfie after all this time, because he is someone that I very rarely get the opportunity to meet, but I always really want to, like, pick his brain about things. So then I leave. Who's the next person that I run into? I find all my old Chicago friends, and we just hang out. What else happens day one? I end up dropping the tournament after a while because I had some pretty unlucky sets. It was actually, funny enough, one of my first game loss where things started going downhill was actually round 2. I was in a game winning position game 1, and lost off a flinch. And then my opponent's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, nah, don't worry. I win game 2, like, pretty convincing. Like, nothing really goes wrong. It was very much in control that game. And then game 3, on lead, I'm actually trying to KO a Talonflame. So I go for Fake Out into Covert Cloak Talonflame plus Terra Water Baby Palafin Jet Punch. Because I know that KOs, and it prevents Tailwind, and it makes it easier for me to win in the end game.
It's very silly.
My opponent actually doesn't Fake Out, which I thought he might. Like, I was kind of scared. But he ends up going for the Thunder Punch into my Palafin, which Baby Palafin lives. But it gets paralyzed. And then, like, 2 turns later, I get outsped by a speed-invested Farigiraf and die to Hyper Voice, and that cost me the game.
Man.
Come on.
So yeah, and then from then on, it was basically just like there was one game. It was Sandy Shock's Espathra. Literally, I just wasn't prepared for it. I lost to it. My team had no answers, so I was like,
Brady
okay.
Brady is
explain that to me.
No, Brady's crazy because he started doing Sandy Shock's Espathra and he sent me the paste. I'm like, this is diabolical, and he's like, yeah. And then he stopped using it.
Covert Organical. Anyways,
okay, but
so,
Covert Organical beats everything. I want to hear about Espathra.
So I don't understand why.
We'll explain it. We'll explain it later.
Okay.
So that matchup I just straight up don't have an answer for. Like I had like one of my buddies look at the team. I was like, how would you beat that? And he goes, you literally can't. Like everything loses to that lead. And I go, oh, you're completely right. So I basically just go, okay, that was an unwinnable match. I'm X-2. If I lose another game, I have to drop because I lost round 2 off of that bad luck. So even if I go 7-3, I don't get points. So I continue to play. I win my next round, and then the next game I end up losing off a double protect, which was really annoying. And also my Pelipper got frozen.
No.
So I was like, okay, a lot of people have nightmare stories, but I think that with my nightmare story, while I did have a lot of bad luck, I didn't really go in there expecting to win the tournament because I had very little practice. So I was kind of cool with it.
Yeah.
And I still got to hang out with people. That was the most fun part for me.
Plus, this is is this the first tournament besides online ones that you've done of the game?
I played in Milwaukee, but I also completely threw there. I completely threw there too because I rolled up with Buzzwole and I thought it'd be funny.
Yeah.
But also,
no.
I wasn't even trying. I wasn't even trying to qualify for Worlds, so I didn't care how I did at that tournament. I was mostly just there to hang out.
For this video game.
Oh yeah, no, this is the first actual tournament. Besides online. In the last online tournament that I did, I top cut with the Slitherwing, which is why I was like, let's just bring it again. I don't have any practice, anything else. So what I've been doing since then is, after the tournament. After day 2, I got dinner with Joe and Sierra, and we were just hanging out and talking about stuff. Sierra's so nice. I never got to meet her before this, but I hung out with Joe before. So just the first words Sierra says to me, do you want to know what they are? I walk up to Sierra because she's on break from commentating. She has 2 minutes because she has to get back to the desk. But I wanted to walk up and say hi really quick. So I walk up and I go, hi, Sierra, to which she interrupts me and she goes, Marcos, I need you to hand this mask to Joe. He's going to forget it. And I go, okay. And then she goes, okay, I need to get back to the commentary desk. So I'm standing there for 2 minutes waiting for Joe to come. And then Joe UX9 rolls up and I go, hey, Joe. And he goes, hey, where's Sierra? And I go, oh, well, the first word she's ever said to me in real life are give Joe this mask. And he goes, oh, let's go. And he puts on the mask and then he walks in. So later on,
let's go.
Yeah. So later on, I say this here. I'm like, I know we talk online, bro, but that was so rude. That was so rude that was the first thing you say to me is give this mask to Joe.
No, it's kind of funny. That's kind of funny.
So she was like, no, I actually didn't realize it was the first thing I've ever said to you. I'm like, no, it's cool. So it's because we talk online, we have interacted with them a million times, basically, her and Joe and everyone. So it's very casual meeting in person. You almost don't recognize that's the first event, right?
Yeah.
So I get dinner with them. Brady Smith is an hour and a half late to dinner, and he's the reservation maker. So we end up getting 2 dinners. So we have Brazilian, and then we have Korean barbecue, and then I get kind of sick, and my plane's gonna take off in 2 hours. But apparently the TSA line's slow, so I hop on the plane 2 hours early, or I hop in line 2 hours early, and I make it onto my plane. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to record any IRL collabs because Brady Smith was so late. I was supposed to collab with Drewby, with the Pokesports guys, with Nino, with Joe. We were gonna sit down and record and have a good time. And honestly, if Drew was coming, Shady was definitely going to come too, so I could have done a collab with Shady Penguin.
No, you gotta set that up some other time for sure, because that'd be really sick. Yeah,
I can. Also, we went to Dave and Buster's and we took shots. Me, Ioku, Moonlight, Olivia, the people I stayed with. Those very nice people. Randy, shout out Randy, he's a real one. We took shots at Dave & Buster's, and that was very fun. And I won a Snorlax plush. And I ended up just giving it to Moonlight because I actually didn't want to have to fit in my bag. So okay, you can have this. I spent $45 on this, and I don't have enough room in the bag. But I didn't say that. I was like, here, you can have it. I don't want it. So I just gave it to her. And then I got drunk with Beanie, and that was fun. And
Nice.
yeah, so real good time.
That sounds awesome.
Next time, though, I am going to take a day off of work.
Oh yeah, because did you have to
your
like
day
get back the night of?
sounded like hell.
Yeah, I landed. I actually ended up getting home at like 3 a.m.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, wait. One more thing. One more nightmare I completely forgot about because the trip was so fun. On the way there, I flew out of Midway. I thought,
dude,
I
how did
thought,
this happen?
because I never fly out of Midway. I actually didn't even know where Midway was. I always fly out of O'Hare. So I bought the
about
ticket.
Midway.
I bought the ticket, and I just kind of thought like, oh, it's O'Hare because that's like the biggest airport. It was out of Midway. So I show up to O'Hare. I stand in the TSA line for like 40 minutes. My plane's delayed by like 2 hours, so I'm like mad early. And I like, I do all that, and I get to the front of the line. She goes, "This is for a different airport," and I go, "Oh, I'm an idiot." And then I like immediately take all my shit and I leave the airport.
You gotta huff it, yeah.
And I call an Uber to take me to Midway. Very nice man takes me to Midway. I'm still 3 hours early for my flight. So I just hang out, and at Midway, I meet up with Darsh, who is someone who watches my channel, who just recently moved to Chicago. He tells me to run Covert Cloak on my Amoongus, and it won me a game or two. So I did end up switching to that, and it ended up saving me during the tournament in one of the games. And he's cool, so now we team build together.
Nice.
So yeah, that is my story.
Yeah, definitely taking like a day off sounds wonderful. I'm very happy because I don't know if I'm gonna go to any other regionals, but my school schedule is set up so I don't have anything on Fridays or Mondays. So it would be perfect for going to a regional.
You should go to a regional. You don't have anything Friday or Monday.
Yes, but
It'll
I also
be
need
the
money.
best in the West.
The best in the West. You
Don't
need to,
forget the Pepsi.
I need my Pepsi.
We do all love that
Dude,
guy.
I
That
love
is the recent
Shelby's. I
revolution.
love Shelby's so much. I would die for him.
He's
I
such
want
a
to make
slow
an
guy.
edit. I want to make an edit where it's Shelby's, and it's like POV. You're hanging out with Shelby in your apartment that has very little furniture, but you have a TV and an N64, and it's just him, like fisheye lens, like so he's kind of like zoomed in, and he goes, "Don't forget Zagomi."
The Gomi?
The gummy.
Oh, the God. I am just okay. I need to hold on. Let me pull up Victory Road real quick because I want to talk gaming. Unless Michael has
VGC
gaming.
data up right now. Y'all want the usage stats?
Data report with Michael.
Yes.
Top 5 most used Pokemon. This is like very boring.
Hey, yo, it's
skip
gonna
to
be
the later
Iron
ones
Hands,
in a bit.
Iron
Iron
Hands.
Bundle, Arcanine, and
Fluttermane.
and Fluttermane, and Joe Biden.
And who else? You're 4 for 5. You missed one
last
more.
one, Amoongus.
Boom! Ding ding ding! All 5.
Let's go.
I love
Yeah,
Incineroar
it's-
too. Do you guys love
Hands,
Incineroar
Fluttermane,
too?
Bundle, Amoongus, Arcanine in that order is top 5.
I love Incineroar
If
too.
Arcanine and Iron Hands
Sixth
do the
most
fusion dance,
used.
it makes Incineroar.
That's what I'm
6th
saying.
most used. 6th most used and down, I think, is really interesting because 6th most used you have Dundonzo
Dondozo.
Sneep. The fuck?
Sneep? Did you just say Sneep?
Donzo.
Dondozo Tatsugiri. Wow. Then Armarouge and Didi. Then Roaring Moon before Goldengo, which I think is crazy.
Oh, that's funny.
Wait, I have a question. How many Armors and DDs were in Top Cut?
I don't have that information.
I can count for you. Just give me one moment. I
Yes,
have it up.
please, because I want to know if I can is chastise the right word?
What is considered top cut? 32?
32, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's something
Actually, let's do
even
16.
crazier,
Let's
right?
cut it off at 16. Just because
After-
that's you have to win one round in Top Cut, and that's kind of really hard.
After Goldengo usage, who is like either number 1 or number 2.
Can I guess?
at-
Can I guess? Can I guess?
San
Can I guess? Can I
Francisco.
guess?
Yeah, go for
Talonflame.
it. Go for it. Close. Great Tusk.
Okay, well,
Yeah!
they're like dating, so
They're paired together.
They're
so
dating.
it's weird because there was as much Gothitelle as there was Talonflame.
That is crazy. To answer your question, 2 Indeedee Armor Rouge in top 16, none if you include... There's no extra if you include 32.
That's hilarious. I'm gonna make fun of Indeedee Armor Rouge players because they straight up rely on open team sheet or closed team sheet. All right, I'm gonna go get my adapter so I can play my Switch with my PS5 controller. I'll be right back.
Bro,
Armor Rouge
come back.
Indeedee does weirdly feel better right now than ever before, and I have no idea how that makes sense.
Because nobody's
Like,
prepared
I
for
feel
it.
like there's so many more threats.
It feels like
Like,
it
beat
should
that.
be, yeah. Something that I'm very happy about is Great Tusk doing well, but I was so worried that it would just not thrive in this. He has some bulk, but he's a little bit made of paper, and there's so many spread moves that just are super effective.
He's only made a paper on the special side, and even then, with that kind of HP, he's got like Iron Hands syndrome, where it's like, is your SPDF low? Yeah, but it doesn't really matter because you're just built like a truck. So,
I am so excited to build with that thing.
It's really good.
I am
I've been testing it out.
My
going to
favorite.
steal Emilio's team, who went fucking 10-0, by
Dude,
the
he's
way.
cracked.
Yeah,
I got dinner with that guy.
yeah.
He was with me and Brady, and I said 2 words to him, and I think those 2 words were "good job."
Yeah, no, you should say good job because holy shit.
He knows some shit.
Do you want to know
that
something?
No one else
I was
knows,
talking. No.
because-
I was talking to Brady and I was talking to Emilio after the fact, right? And Brady said, when Emilio shows up, don't even bother asking him how he's so good at the game because every time I ask him, he just goes, "I don't know." He just literally
Okay,
goes.
well,
"I
that's
don't know."
even crazier then. That's even crazier then because this guy back to back at San Francisco and this regional brought Glamora
Yeah.
and went crazy in
Yeah,
Swiss.
dude, it's
so
a crazy
is
spec
that
spawn.
like
I've been
is that
thinking,
the tech?
I've been
Is
thinking
that
is
the
about
mod
it.
dude.
for
Specs
next regional?
Glamora is insane, dude. Like I feel like
Okay.
everyone's sleeping on it because all right, you run Terra Grass usually, right? And it's like a really nice Terra type because defensively it covers a lot of things for poison and like rock. But also, you just put choice specs in that Pokemon, and here's what every interaction looks like. Here's what every interaction looks like. You do minimum of 75% to 1 or 2 things on the field, and then they end up with spikes on their side of the field.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's
And
what
so
I'm
it's-
here's what I'm thinking about. Like the main reason I was looking at it was Toxic Debris because there's so many Focus Sash Pokemon right now, and then the alternative to Focus Sash is a bulky Pokemon. It can't touch Garganical with the spikes because of its stupid ability, but it fucks up Dondozo. What the fuck do rock and poison moves hit? I mean, you've got some fairy types, but
Rock is actually pretty good coverage currently. You hit Bundle, Arcanine.
Arcanine! Oh!
Yeah.
Okay, I want to
No,
build...
But
Right? It just smells you.
what's it? This flower thing. I already forgot the name of it.
Glabora.
The Emilio Pokemon.
Glamora.
Glamora, thank you. It's strong. It's like really fucking strong.
Yeah.
131 special attack. I did not know it was built like that.
130, actually. I was looking up at speed.
Oh, okay.
It's 86 speed. Arcanine's what, 95? Yeah, it is. So it's slower unless you're running a max speed Arcanine, which I don't think people are. So, good. Good Pokemon.
Wolf's Arcanine was offensive, funnily enough.
Oh, was it?
There was an interaction in the final game. Spoiler, if you care about that.
No, it's okay. I just want to
where-
watch the games for the
I mean,
gameplay.
You know who wins, right? Yeah. But the reason it happened was like Wolf's Arcanine was like weirdly very attack invested. Ashton's Goldengo was weirdly incredibly physically defensive and like bulky with like HP and defense, right? So it was like, whoa. It looked like a normal, Flare Blitz kills the steel type, but there was so much more to it apparently, and I was like, whoa, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta watch these games. Cause
Yeah.
I was super busy the whole weekend that it was happening, so I just didn't get to watch it. So I will hopefully be able to pull some of that up, cause I'm interested. Like, just I'm a Dawn fan. I always have been, and so having Great Tusk, when I looked at Great Tusk, I was like, this looks like a cool singles Pokemon. I bet it's gonna be terrible in VGC, but it's good. Headlong Rush is good.
It's really. I love the fact that it has Earthquake and Headlong Rush.
Yeah.
Like I just put both of them on it because it's just like, dude, I'm running it currently with Air Balloon, Goldengo, and Talonflame. So it's like I have things that I can Earthquake next to, but if I don't want to Earthquake, I also have close combat but ground move, which is just so good.
It's a great Pokemon, dude.
What makes me even more excited for Ursaluna.
Yeah, because that thing's gonna get. Is that thing's part ground, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ground normal.
Oh my
normal
goodness.
ground, yeah.
And also it gets guts, so don't burn it. Smile.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing, right? People have been trying to like treat Great Tusk as if it's Iron Hands, and they're just like, oh, I'll burn it and leave it alone. No, you can't do that because the thing you're burning it with is weak to ground. You still get into a KO.
Except for Talonflame, you gotta put Rock Slide on it, but then
like
it still
phenomenal
melts.
into the Great Tusk. It literally walls Great Tusk.
I do believe that.
Are Great Tusks
kinda
not
hard to
running?
fit.
Are they not running Rock?
I think it's kind of.
Oh,
It's kind of hard to fit Rock Slide.
yeah.
You want both ground moves.
Both ground moves,
you
close
want like
combat.
sub or protect, and then both ground moves.
I see. Dude, this Pokemon's fucking cool. This Pokemon's cool.
Speaking of OCIC,
OCIC!
you going to that, Brady?
Yeah, I'm going. I got time off of work on a Friday because for some reason they did Friday as well. I guess it's 2 days Swiss. That makes actually.
What you cooking? What's your prediction? What's your sauce that you're taking? That's like, yeah, ain't no one ready for this.
IDK. I've been like testing stuff for a while now. Like, Orlando like threw a bunch of like Spanish into the mix because like our thing
like, Gothitelle.
It's like thing that I was planning on using. People know that it's a thing now, so it's like they're gonna be super prepped for it, and it's like
Yeah. Bro, Covert Cloak just absolutely annihilates that if you have like a mon that's sleep immune.
I think there is still a decent deal for, surprise factor, because, I mean, Wolf pulled up with a Screamtail in one, so...
Well,
no, Screamtail's fucking good!
Like, Parrish?
I love Screamtail.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. No, it's like a perfect Parrish mon.
So, I don't know. I don't want to reveal too much. I don't think many people will care, or, like, anybody who is
Brady, there are 5 Australians. You can't reveal anything.
But people travel to OCIC.
Yeah. I think Joe's going. I might meet Joe.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I really like Great Tusk just because it's Great Tusk, and I'm a big Hyper Offense fan. But that's like
he really likes you too, Brady.
Great Tusk likes he's a little elephant man. He likes me as well. He's a big fan of me because I use it.
A big
I
Don
use
fan.
Don't say it like that.
I use him.
Don't use him. What the fuck, man? He's your friend, and you're gonna treat him like that?
Well, yeah. No, I'm using him. He uses me. I fucking know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, I'm getting a little concerned for Great Tusk here.
Look.
He's a cool guy. He's a friend.
He's a cool guy. He clicks Headlong Rush, and you die. At death.
I love doing that.
That's it.
I'm fully expecting Great Tusk usage to skyrocket at OCIC.
You want to know what's gonna skyrocket then?
Team Rocket.
Dondozo.
Oh yeah, no. Dondozo is way
Dondozo's
too...
already up
no,
there.
I guarantee you,
Yeah.
World Championships, Dondozo everywhere because it's the most consistent Pokemon. It's
Yeah,
not overpowered. It's just like super
It is
consistent.
it's consistency is a good word for that. Yeah.
I'm
I
expecting.
don't know. I still hope OCIC is double trunked up. I hope Donphan or Paradox Donphan.
Great Tusk.
Dude, names are thank you. Great Tusk.
Moderate Tusks.
Jesus.
Mild
I'm
Tusks.
Joe Brown.
I'm
What?
Joe Brown.
I'm Joe Brown.
If you watch stream, Love Maeve, one of the commentators, they go up to like start.
Oh yeah, I
like,
got to meet
you
her
know,
too. That was funny because it was another. I was talking to Joe Brown actually, and then Joe Brown walks up.
Yeah.
And
Well, so they go to introduce themselves, right? And then Maeve on stream, the first thing she says is like, "Hello, everybody, I'm Joe Brown," because she was with Joe
Oh.
Brown, and she was like, "Wait."
That's really
Feel
funny,
like,
actually.
Feel like that right now.
So yeah, I run into Joe Brown and I had talked to him before. So I'm like, "Hey, Joe, it's Marcos," and he's like, "Hey, Marcos, good to see you again. I haven't talked to you since Milwaukee, right?" So we're chilling, talking a little bit, and then Maeve walks up and she's trying to talk to Joe, and then eventually I get a time that I can actually say hi to her because I go, "Hi, Maeve. My name is Marcos. Good to meet you." And she goes, "Oh, what's your last name?" And I go, "Perez." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And then Joe Brown goes, "This is Moxie Boosted." And then she was like, "Oh, I know you." And I'm like, "Okay."
That happened to me a lot as well.
Because I don't like introducing myself by my stupid scream name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very fair. I mean, unless your screen name like has your name in it, I feel like that's
Woo!
weird. Yeah, Michael MJ, it works.
Yeah, I kind of put my face all over the internet, so like when people do notice me at events, I'm a fucking behemoth of a guy with like bright red hair. I'm kind of easy to pick out in the crowd. So.
It's
Is
very
that a good thing
difficult to
or a
miss
bad
Michael.
thing for you?
I like it. I think I said it at the beginning of the episode where I was like, sometimes people come up to me and I have no idea who they are and I've never met them in my life and they know me, but I'm just like, who are you?
Yeah, I'm expecting a lot of Roaring Moon, a lot of Great Tusk, and a lot of Dundozer, because that's essentially what's beating those other guys. So.
For real.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
I think-
If you can figure out how to incorporate something onto the Talonflame Great Tusk matchup that beats Dondozo.
I mean, I already have that. I'm already
Something
cooking
that
Oh.
change.
something for that.
Hey,
Does it rhyme with
Quagsire.
Schmeier Schmugulus?
Clodsire.
No, I'm not
Okay.
running Clodsire. No,
You
don't
should
take me
do it.
back. Don't take me back. Don't take me back.
This is the worst video on my channel, bro.
I think I need to watch this video now.
I'm sorry.
How could it possibly get worse than Boasted?
Did you watch the video?
How could
No,
it
not yet.
possibly go
Bro's
wrong?
gotta watch the video.
It was bad. It was real bad. That's all
I need
will
to see
say.
this.
It was.
I want
not
to see it
good.
so bad. I will watch this video.
It wasn't good at all.
Why not? Why not?
Real quick, last thing about Orlando Regionals that I want to point out, just because I think it's a really interesting, like, upward trend.
Mm.
Tyranitar is back.
I was seeing that too.
I don't get it, but
Terraflying
he's
goes
back.
crazy. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Terraflying, yeah, I saw unnamed person in building group was running Terraflying Tyranitar, and it was hard beating like the Great Tusk plus Talonflame archetypes.
Oh.
Running around, so I'm just like, interesting. And it's bulky enough in the sand to be able to like brawl with Bundle.
Yeah. And Fluttermane
Just
too.
live.
There was not a lot of Fluttermane, and honestly, that makes sense. I didn't really like spread move
Where?
good. Unless am I blind? No, there is a lot of Fluttermane. Fluttermane does not feel good to me.
used Pokemon.
I didn't see. I don't think Fluttermane's that good. I don't know what it is. Maybe the teams that I've used so far is really just good into it, but it just feels like
No,
It's okay.
Fluttermane's pretty good. It's just very modest about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
kind of hard to
it's
bring it to a
very
match because
dependent.
it's just a very timid Pokemon.
It's very okay, buddy. I think it's very hard to. God,
You should have just said, "I'm gonna kill you."
It's very hard to like use if you don't have it as a Focus Sash user, and
Yeah.
even if it is a Focus Sash user, you need more offense to like pair with it.
That's what
It's
sucks.
it's weird. It requires a lot of brain power. I
All
think, is
many
what somebody
all
said. I like-
these
I like what
paradox
somebody
mods need not the shitty ability that does nothing.
said, right? I mean, whatever. When we have Koraidon set in Primal Sun, we're at
Truing. I was seeing, I don't know. After Torkoal just kind of evaporating, I don't know if Koraidon will be good. I hope it is. I just don't know.
I think I just realized something. Currently, when we have the setters of Torkoal and Pincurchin, Iron Bundle and Mischievous Flutterman guy are number 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm.
Those are with those setters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait until Tapu Koko comes out. Wait
Oh.
until Groudon comes
I'm
out.
so
Wait
excited,
until-
bro. I'm so excited.
I don't think Fluttermane and Iron Bundle are going anywhere, guys. I think they're gonna be here to stay for 3 more years.
Oh yeah, they're
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
I was
That's okay.
I was at dinner with some Australian VGC players. Shouts out to Ryan and Fred and Luke and Megan. We're talking about what's going on and with like restricted format. And we all sort of came to the realization that, like, Ice Calyrex is gonna be an issue. Like, this mon's gonna be a problem. Like, Terra, like,
Ice Glacial
like,
Lance?
its
Ooh.
typing was its biggest, like, drawback, right? Clicking Glacial
Oh,
Lance.
you get rid of the psychic typing.
Click Glacial Lance.
Wait, which Pokemon?
Calyrex Ice. Plus Ner?
Oh, the snow! I didn't even think about that.
Bro got 5 billion defense.
This mon is gonna be an issue.
Oh.
And, like,
Oh,
its main
no.
check, Zacian, got nerfed to shit. Not to shit, but, like, it got nerfed. Bro, Calyrex is gonna be an issue.
I'm just happy that we don't have to think about restricted format for a little
Yeah.
while, and that we can play out what is happening. It's like history is repeating itself in this format currently, right? We're in season 2. This is series 2.
Yeah.
Remember what happened last time in series 2, last generation? Gothitelle popped up, and it was like, oh, it's anti-meta, it's awesome, it's really good into everything. It's happening again, and I love it.
Oh, I love Gothitelle.
Gothitelle's
I've always loved Gothitelle, and series 2 Sword Shield is when I started playing, so now it's like, ooh.
Yeah, no, seeing
Gothitelle's back.
Pokemon that I just love doing well just makes me happy. Like, and I didn't get any of that except for Great Tusk. And I'm like, hee, that's my
Gothitelle's
game.
doing the Gothitelle is like okay, so I was trying to run like a parish team, and I was playing with the parish team and sending like Michael replays of it, and
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, I do remember that.
yeah,
That Parish team was crazy.
and I was like, okay, so this is like the game plan, and I type out the game plan for like how you get like the parish trap like sort of mode to work. Brother, like 20 minutes later, get a replay of me executing the said plan, and then he's like, "That's crazy. That I didn't realize you could do that." And I was like, Michael, I typed it literally 20 minutes ago. This is the game plan.
My ass did not read.
But it was like going crazy about it,
Fucking-
and I was like, bro, this is like how we've been doing it since like 2018, since like the dawn of like Gothitelle shit, right? Because like 2018, like insane.
It is really it is really interesting to me that even with all of the pivoting options that we have, Parish Trap still was really successful.
I'm surprised that Wolf was able to execute really well with it without like any pivoting. Like what? He didn't have like any
He doesn't
pivot
have like a
lines.
Volt Switch Iron
It was
Hands
just
or
pure
anything like
defensive
that, yeah.
play.
Wait,
It was
really?
like-
He didn't have anything on. He had Palafin though,
Yeah.
right? No flip turn.
Doesn't
No,
have flip
flip
turn.
turn.
Oh,
Although Gothitelle
Huh.
Palafin is like fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
Gothitelle Palafin Amoongus is like nasty.
Mhm,
That shit's good.
Yeah, sir. What?
I don't know. Yeah, but like, there's so much. I feel like there's a lot of pivoting in this particular format. It could be just I'm just thinking of like Palafin and the hands, but I don't know. I'm surprised to see Parish do so well, but it makes sense. There's a lot of bulky Pokemon like fucking Garganacl and stuff that you know, being able to just say you die now is very nice.
I mean, stuff like Dondozer and Dondozer and Garganacl, they just lose to
Mhm.
Parish Trap. Like,
Exactly. I think that's why it was so successful.
unless you're a
'Cause-
Ghost type Garganacl, but generally Garganacl's in the back, so you just click Parish and they lose.
I did not even think about the fact that by terrestrializing you don't get hit. So, okay, I have a question because if you were Dynamaxed, you were immune to Perish Song. But if
Not true.
if you were Dynamaxed the turn that Perish Song was used, it would fail. That happened to me. Am I crazy?
Think you're...
It would fail.
Yes. Okay.
Wait,
I'm not
really?
crazy.
Yeah,
Am I crazy?
you couldn't Perish Song away a Dynamaxmon.
Exactly. So if you were Dynamaxed while your like death turn was going to happen, it like cancels out.
There are so many
But-
mechanics with Dynamax, it was so bad.
Yeah.
French.
But if you were oh, my brain's not functioning. If you Dynamaxed and then you would still get hit by the Perish Song, and then you undynamax and then you still die from the turn later.
Yeah.
If you are a Garganacl, if you turn into Ghost type, Perish Song does not go away. You have to be Ghost type before Perish Song is clicked, right?
Well, no.
Perish Song, no, Ghost types are never immune to Perish. You're just immune to Shadow Tag.
Oh, okay. I'm
It's
just
for switching it out.
I'm just stupid. Never mind. Ignore me. Anyways,
Ghost type stock is up though. I will say.
Yes.
It's
that.
crazy.
Like,
It's a great.
You got
defensive
Flutterman,
typing.
you got Goldengo, you got Annihilate, but that's it.
That's all you need. That's all you need. You Fluttermane.
Yeah.
Your Fluttermane.
That is a lot of ghost types. I'll be honest.
Well-
They're all very good, but
Fluttermane, Annihilate, and Goldanger. That's all you need.
I will say I don't want Annihilate to like raise in popularity. So
I like him. He's so silly.
I'm so over Annihilate Mousehold.
That is-
Follow me, bulk up, Rage Fist, Vita.
No, that's something that I'm surprised was still performing well because I expected
Yeah.
that with all of the like good special attackers that popped
it's
up.
really good into Dondozo.
Ah,
like, it's
yes.
like really good into Dondozo
Because
because Unaware doesn't block the Rage Fist boosts.
Mhm.
So
and also Super Fang off of Mousehold. Just
yeah,
don't have to worry about those defense boosts. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Never mind, I understand. It is funny that a lot of matchups are like, can you beat Dondozo? How many Dondozos were in cut? Let me see.
it's the 6th most used Pokemon.
Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna count. You
So,
listed
hold on.
all these fucking stats at the beginning, and then I'm just over here like, oh, how many of these were used? I was not listening. Just as you.
Or whatever I said earlier. What did I call it? Fucking do and Sneeb or whatever I said. I had a fucking brain malfunction. Didgeridoo.
That didgeridoo sure do. Damn, girl. That
Didgeridoo.
didgeridoo.
I'm afraid that I'm saying something that I do not mean by saying that.
What? Huh?
I'm didgering the do. I don't know.
She didgery on my dude till like. Wow.
Wow.
Gargle on my knuckle till I sulk you.
Go on my
Wow.
dango till I make it rain.
Stop!
When is OCIC? I
Next
have to
weekend.
ask.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Same as the local I'm going to. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I need to go
Fair.
to tournaments. Fire Emblem came out and I stopped going. I stopped like team building.
Yeah. I think
I don't know what I want to run. I want to run everything. I want to run Goldengo, Great Tusk, Talonflame, Dondozo, Tatsugiri.
I've never heard of
Or
anyone who
Imperial
wants to run Dondozo Tatsugiri at a tournament.
I think this is because I
And
haven't
that's
used
me.
it yet.
Think about it. That's coming from me.
That's the Don Doctor. So like
That's
I'm
on
just
that's on
not
Don
used to it
Doctor,
yet.
bro.
It's because I haven't used it yet that
Yeah.
I'm like this because like it's just unexplored. I've not.
What do you
touched
mean it's
Goldengo and Mugus too much.
unexplored?
In my hands, not in like.
Bro's like,
the
yo,
grand
there's this really underdeveloped core called Dondozo Tatsugiri.
like super underground, like nobody's ever heard of it.
Fuck.
You guys
right.
gotta stop bullying this man. Jesus
No,
Christ.
No, I'm gonna
I
start
refuse.
going up to the singles players.
No.
I'll go to the singles players and be like, yo, bro, Landry's theory has got sauce.
Bro, no, we gotta bully this guy more. This guy thinks he's literally Naruto. He says shit like that all the time. I hate this guy. I hate him.
we don't bully Michael enough.
We don't bully him enough.
There are two camps of people. It's either, oh, don't hurt Michael, no, or he deserves it.
Bro, I'm gonna bully you so hard you'll be a team star boss.
Oh!
Oh shit! Don't make me Giacomo or however you pronounce that
Giacomo.
guy.
What?
Bald, bro. Have you seen his concept art, bro?
Oh, that guy's hair
worst
sucks.
worst haircut ever.
You know
You
what's
can't,
funny?
you can't
Like,
put him through that fade.
like I would be the bad guy in Scarlet and Violet. I hate those dudes.
I
You are
will
so
be the
evil.
bad guy.
Yeah.
There wasn't a bad guy in Scarlet and Violet. The bad guy was bullying.
Yes.
Wow.
The bad guy were the
Wow.
friends we made along the way, which is literally that is literally how it ended up.
Hmm.
That's deep, man. Like, you're the bad guy if you're the bully. Yeah.
I saw a very.
How do you feel about that?
What?
Sorry.
I'm sorry, my whole train of thought got derailed. Why are we in a PSA for high schoolers? What happened?
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs, kids. Alternatively,
Also, don't listen to me.
Alternatively, do, but use it moderately and
do
not
drugs
enough
only to
ruin
team
your life.
build. Only to
Dude.
team build.
Only to team build.
Ash, do you want to get fucking stoned and team build with me? I know you can't, but I will.
I am under the legal consumption age for drugs. I cannot do that, but you know.
Drugs!
Best in the West.
Best in the West.
Drugs!
That dude hanging out with that guy is like, would you like to come over to my apartment and get fried?
Holy shit.
Oh my god. This is gonna make no sense to anybody who has not seen this stupid
Dude, look
video.
up Shelby's. He's the greatest content
He's
creator on
like-
the platform.
I love him so
He's like-
much.
Famous now at this point. His shit's popping off.
Isn't
You
he
haven't
good
seen
for
YouTube
him?
Short with that guy?
Good for him.
Yeah, I love him.
On a
He's the
slightly
best in
related
the
note,
West.
on
Love
a
him.
Oh, wait, before we get super stupid, I did forget about something.
Yes?
Very important. VGC announcement. Day 2 Swiss.
Oh,
Oh my god, how did we
true.
forget about that?
Yay! How the fuck did we forget about
yeah, oh my god. Okay, so yeah, that's happening. I do want to say some TCG players are a bit worried because how it will end up working is that if you have a certain record, you advance, but they might make it shorter for VGC. Like, you have to have a very good record both days if you want to advance to top cut, which is a little But if it means not having to play 10 rounds in one day with
It's
a
9
30-minute
rounds
lunch
now.
break. 9 rounds? They're lowering it by 1? Thank God.
Yeah. Well, no, that's literally it. That's not
9
a joke.
across 2 days, or
It's 9 day 1, and then like 6 day 2.
Wait, what?
Did you guys not read the sheet?
Is that really what it is?
Yes.
I did not read the sheet. I just heard everybody saying it was a good thing. No one mentioned the fact that you have to play fucking...
The reason, all right, you guys misunderstood
13
why it's a good
rounds?
thing. No, you guys
Well, so it's
misunderstood why it's a good
also-
thing. It's a good thing because the top cut players aren't going to bed at 11.
Oh, this is true. But
'Cause
wait, no,
top cut, you have a rest.
you're still playing 9 days.
9 days.
I mean, 9 rounds.
Yeah, you're playing 9 rounds day 1. Day 2, you only play like 6 or like the day 2 it depends, right? But then on top cut day, there's no chance you were at the venue later than like 5.
Okay, I understand what you mean now.
Like the day before, you went to bed on time.
But that's crazy. I thought they were just like splitting up the rounds to, Okay,
No,
never
it's using
mind.
the exact same thing as
It's
TCG.
also
I didn't know.
size based.
Never
It is
mind.
also size based.
Yeah.
So,
Man, I'm stupid this week.
up top.
Steam
Sneeb gang.
game.
You know what? I need a Tatsugiri named Sneeb right
He looks like a Sneeb,
now. He does.
Shout out to Sneeb.
What even is a sneeb?
I don't fucking
A
know,
ta- a
Marcus. My brain like
Tatsugiri.
aneurysmed.
A Tatsugiri, obviously, haven't you been paying attention?
I'm
God.
gonna aneurysm.
I sneezed.
I'm gonna sneeze.
Wow.
Babe, I'm gonna sneeze.
Stop!
Ew.
That's what the fucking Onceler calls it.
Oh.
You ever watch the Lorex?
No,
What?
we're boys.
What?
Is that like the
Yeah, it was
birds?
a rule in 2015. If you were a boy, you're not allowed to like the Lorax because all the Tumblr girls did. It was like a rule when you were cringe in high school.
No, they
What?
didn't like they didn't
Cringe.
like the Lorax, they liked the Onceler, you fucking
Yeah, but
moron.
from the movie.
Not the
You
Lorax, he's a fucking orange guy with a
From
mustache.
the movie.
I am so sorry that you
What
had
is
to
the
miss
name of the
out on
movie?
watching
The Lorax.
What is the name of the? Yes, you're not allowed to like the movie The Lorax because you had cringe standards.
That's not how that works, like at
yes,
Yes,
all.
you did in high school.
Well, no,
In
no,
high
no.
school.
In 20
This
was
never
fucking cool.
happened.
in 2015.
No, well, I mean, no, because you didn't grow up in high school in like 2016. 2016 was peak cringe culture.
Well, I mean, 2016.
You
was
weren't allowed to
also-
like things.
2016 was also when there's videos that were essentially YouTube groups, but it's like, we are number one, but every
Yeah.
time
Yes,
it's the same thing, and then there's like,
I
oh,
know what happened in 2016.
let it grow, but every time grow is said, there's
I
a
do
giant
remember that.
explosion and everyone dies. Or
I do
something.
remember
don't-
those. I
like,
do
yeah.
remember those.
Yeah. The point is, you weren't allowed to like things in 2016 if you were in high school. It was peak cringe culture era.
That's
I
true,
watched
actually.
Lorax in my
Like-
fucking biology class.
Let me go get my dentures. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Okay,
Michael, we're
to
the
be
same
fair,
age.
It's a.
No, we're not.
I think for everyone in their 20s, like now, is like a joint experience of like the teacher in science. They don't have anything for you to do, and it's like nearing the end of the year. They roll out the TV, and it's just a Lorax.
Yeah. It was either
Like,
the
everyone
Lorax
does
or
that.
Osmosis Jones.
Dude, okay,
guys-
I don't know if I said this. We had 2 weeks that we weren't doing the pod. I might have said this last time we did this. Osmosis Jones is free on YouTube. Watch that shit. That movie fucks.
It is an awesome movie. Very good
is.
movie. Not educational in any way, shape, or form, but I'm glad it
No,
was shown
it's
in my
just
biology
really
class.
fucking like.
Did I tell you
what
guys
is
that
going on?
Osmosis Jones once saved me from dying?
What?
Oh,
Not literally, but it felt like it.
Okay.
So I was
tell.
in my physics lecture. I had my quantum mechanics. I had quantum mechanics 2, and then I immediately went to this lecture that was basically just talking about like we had a guest speaker each week. It was cool.
Mhm.
During that lecture, I started shivering violently,
Oh.
and it was warm outside. Or no, it wasn't warm outside, but it was warm inside, like the building.
Mhm.
And my lab partner sitting next to me, the person I did research with, so she looks at me and she goes, "Bro, are you okay?" And I'm like, "No, I'm freezing. Is it not cold in here?" She's like, "No, it's actually kind of warm." And I'm like, "Uh-oh."
oh, bro got his beads snatched or whatever the fuck the main villain was
Yeah.
trying to do in that.
So what happens is, I sit through the entire lecture. I tough that shit out because you get like extra credit for finishing it. But immediately I call my buddy and I say, "I need you to pick me up and drive me home because it's like 30 degrees out, and if I go outside, I will die because
Yeah.
I'm freezing already." So
Mhm.
he drives me home, and I call my roommate who works at like Potbelly, and I say, "I need you to pick me up dinner, bro." And he's like, "Gladly, I get free dinner." And he picks me up dinner, and then
Aw.
he sets down the Potbelly in front of me as I'm shivering on the couch with like 7 comforters on me. And he's like, "Are you all right?" I'm like, "No." And I have to find something to keep my mind off the fact that I feel like I'm going to throw up, explode, and die at the same time. And to stop me from shivering, because I'm still shivering underneath all the blankets.
Mhm.
So I put on Osmosis Jones because I think, hey, that's funny. So I put on Osmosis Jones, and I watch
saw
it.
himself in the movie.
No, I literally watch it as I'm having like a heat stroke or whatever because I'm sweating, right? I'm like sweating hard, but I'm freezing.
Mhm.
And I pass out in the middle of the movie,
Oh.
right? And I kept trying to eat my food, right? I was starving. I was trying to eat my food. But literally every time I took the blanket off, the shivering got so bad I had to immediately put it on. Like
Oh my
I
God,
literally like I
dude.
needed the warmth.
How are you
And
alive?
I've never been this sick in my life. I felt like Josuke when he was like 4.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what ends up happening is I pass out in the middle of the movie and I wake up at 11:30 p.m. I like was on the couch by like 4:30.
Oh.
But like I wake up at
Oh my God.
11:30 p.m.
Hmm.
Osmosis Jones has ended. It's like, are you still watching? It's like all the trailers, right?
Wait, so you didn't finish the movie?
No, I passed out in the middle.
Dude,
I got
do
like,
you know what happens to the guy?
yes, dude. I have seen the entire movie when I was little.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, dude, that's you. You were
No,
the guy.
So
Like-
I pass out, right? And I wake up, and what ends up happening is I feel fine. Like I'm still a little sick, but now I feel like okay.
Oh.
And then I realize I am soaking. I have been underneath 7 comforters in an 80-degree house for like 5 hours.
Oh my
So
God.
I get up and I'm like Rick from The Walking Dead when he wakes up from the hospital. I need water. I go and I fill up water and I chug like a gallon of it. And then I eat my sandwich that is now cold because it's been sitting on the desk for like 5 hours.
Mm.
And I go, what the fuck was that? Because it lasted 6 hours, like the whole sickness.
And it's gone.
And it was gone. I was fine after the 6 hours, right?
What?
And
Dude, Osmosis Jones saved
yeah,
you. That's awesome.
yeah, and I'm like, and I
He's in
start to
you.
have a theory that you know how your body heats up as like a defense mechanism for killing like foreign things in your body.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think I might have sped it up with the 7 blankets in the 80-degree house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
you,
think
like,
I
sweated
literally
out.
sweated. I'm not a doctor. This isn't real medical advice, but I think I dead ass like sweated it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was the worst thing ever, dude. Like, if I get that sick again, I'm like gonna be like, oh fuck, like this is scary.
You weren't feeling bad at all beforehand.
No, it was
That's
all at
crazy.
once. It just hit me like a truck in the middle of this lecture.
That's so strange.
That's insane.
Sleeper agent disease. What the? What?
I cannot understate how much that is literally the exact plot of the
Yeah.
movie.
Bill
Like,
Murray
what the
eats an
fuck?
egg off the ground and gets decrepit.
Bill Murray
eat-
is Moxie Boosted.
Wow.
I got sick and had to have comforters on me or something. I don't know.
That's the name of the movie. The full name.
It's still really funny to me. The whole catalyst of the movie is Bill Murray eats an egg off the ground.
Yeah, like.
And evil demonic sickness kills him.
It's a
And then he
it's a
sleeps.
PSA.
Yeah.
It's a PSA to not eat things off the ground. That's what
Don't-
we've learned today,
Don't
friends.
eat eggs off of the ground, specifically eggs.
Egg.
I don't.
Egg.
Egg,
Egg.
egg,
See, he gets me.
egg.
I'm not
Egg.
sure if you guys
Sneeb gang.
have watched any like it's like a what is it called? I think it's college humor or whatever the fuck it's called.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Like the Game Changer or like various sort of game shows that have been popping up recently. There's one clip of like the whole point of the clip is that two of the contestants are trying to be like an angel and devil to another guy, and
Oh,
the devil, there's like a really old deviled egg on a windowsill, and like the devil's trying to convince the guy to eat the egg, and it's really funny. I need to like actually watch those because that every time I've seen a clip or like watched an episode of that, it's been really funny.
It does look
I'm
really
sitting here
funny.
with
You know what else
They
is
are
a
very
really
fun,
you know
yeah.
what else looks really funny?
Who's that?
Stack Attacker.
Whoa!
Explain the joke. Why is he funny?
Many faces. Also, we're an hour in and we still have to record stuff, and it's also date night.
Oh, okay.
Hour, what the fuck?
So, what's up, everybody? Patreon time. How's everybody
Whoa.
going? Thank you very much to our Patreons, including, but not limited to, Brady, Tarleton, Plumber, Professor Jones, Ryan, and Turdra, as well
Woo.
as everybody else. We're
Thank
going to be
you.
doing some more FFAs over on the channel, as well as a Pokemon card opening that we did before this episode,
I'm in the video.
for like
Sure.
a second.
she is in the video.
Sure.
She says the word video. That's all she...
But yeah, it's good to be back. We've had a couple of days off because Michael decided to go pick up rocks one weekend, and we didn't hear from him.
Oh my god, I didn't talk about that at all.
He woke up in the middle of a field. He woke up, looked at his phone. It was flat. He drove home. Everyone was like, "Where are you, Michael? Where have you been? Where have you been?" And then you log on to Discord, and you're like, "Yeah, sorry, I was picking up rocks." When Marcus went to Orlando, played some Pokemon.
Yeah, his makes more
He
sense.
picked up.
Mine was an art thing, I swear.
Yeah, I was gonna say he picked up rocks for a reason. He's not just some like insane person going like, I'm going to go sleep in a field and pick up rocks.
Oh, I am an insane person.
Well,
That's
I
just
know
something
that,
went out
but-
in a blizzard.
in the snow.
It was in a blizzard. I was wearing like 17 layers of clothes.
What?
So I was the same boat as Marco. So I'm 1,000,000 degrees, but it's also negative 1,000,000 degrees outside. So weirdly, I was fine. And then I decided to pick up like 5,000 stones. Yeah, no, that was fun. But that's why we haven't had pod in 2 weeks. So, oops.
Committed
Very
theft
awesome.
And slept in the snow.
Oh yeah, apparently it's not legal to take stones from a state park. So
You didn't-
YouTube, no,
Mark-
I didn't
So,
do that.
so he,
Michael, Michael, you
he-
didn't
what's
know
the
that?
word? He allegedly did
No, I
this.
didn't know that.
It was alleged.
Read the
Patreon.
All right, the Patreon has been read. Anyway,
Thank you,
Goodbye, everybody.
Patreons.
Bye,
Wait,
everyone.
wait, wait.
back
In the
to weekly
comments,
schedule.
in the comments, what was the coolest
Oh, yeah.
set in Orlando? I want to know. I want to hear opinions. I'm gonna watch them anyway, but I want suggestions.
Also, who's going to
Bye.
be at OCIC?
Bye.
Yes. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye bye.